Welcome to Art's Outside Kitchen. Today we're gonna do something your mom and your grandma would do, and as you're cooking the recipe, the whole house gets perfumed with the aroma. It's called picadillo in Spanish. In English, we would just say shredded meat. I also know it as machaca. So let's get going. Let's jump into it. Welcome, YouTubers. Today we're gonna make a picadillo, and I got beef fire round right here, and we're gonna put it in the water and let it boil for about 2 hours. But we're gonna use these special spices. We're gonna use a pinch of tomillo, which is called thyme, and we're gonna use mejorana, which is marjoram. Also garlic, about 3 or 4 garlics, a half an onion, and of course bay leaves. So let's get this party started. Alrighty, so we have everybody in the pot getting happy. It's the party. So we have meat, the half an onion, bay leaf, marjoram, and thyme, and also the garlic. We're gonna let this boil for 2 hours, 2.5, depending on how tender the meat gets. Okay, so I'll be back with you guys. To make the guisado for the meat, we're gonna need about 4 or 5 tomatillos or green tomatoes, 3 or 4 garlic cloves, and half an onion. And alrighty, the spices we're gonna use is about 1/4 spoon of oregano, salt to taste, and 1/8 of cumin. So here's the oregano, and there's the cumin, and that's to stir fry the vegetables. To make the salsa, we're gonna use about 5 or 6 chiles guajiros, which is the red ones, and then I'm gonna use 3 pasilla chiles, which are the black ones. And then to just give it a little bit of kick and spice, I'm gonna use about 3 or 4 chiles de árbol. And that's the taste, that's optional. It depends on your taste buds, what you like. If you wanna make it a lot hotter, you add more chiles. If you want it mild, you add less. Okay, the water is boiling, so now we're gonna take our chiles guajiros and we're gonna put them in there. And basically all we wanna do is get them soft. There's the chile guajiros. Here comes the pasillas. And then I'm gonna add a couple of chiles de árbol. Okay. And we're gonna let this come to a boil. We're gonna let it in there for about 3 or 4 minutes till they soften. We're ready to make the salsa. And here I have the chiles. So I'm gonna take the chiles and I'm gonna put them in the food processor. And everything's combined. I got the chile guajiros, the pasilla, and the chile de árbol. Also, and very important, I gotta take this off, or else we're getting in trouble there. All the chiles are there. Now, we're going to utilize some of the juice from the meat that we cooked, but we're also going to put in some garlic cloves. And now we're going to put in the magic. The juice that I told you to save. And you know what? It's got some onions left over. That's just going to be the flavor. So let's go ahead. Okay, so now so we got all the chiles and the juice in there. So let's give it a stir. And there you go. Now we're gonna stir. We have this all blended. We're gonna pass it through the strainer. And this is just to make sure we don't get no seeds or nothing like that. So here we go. Just do this. Now we're taking the green tomatoes and diced them up, and we've also cut up the onion, and now we're just gonna wait for the meat to be ready, and we're gonna fry them in the oil with meat. Alrighty, it's been 2 hours. 2 hours, and look at this. If you're patient, you will get rewarded. And this meat is ready. It's very tender. I'm gonna take it out of this pot and let it cool down, and then we're gonna shred it. Alrighty, I've taken the meat out of the pot, and I'm gonna let it cool down. But very important, save the juice here, because we're gonna use it to make the chile sauce. And then I want to share something with you. This guy right here, this cool little guy, he's smelling the food, and he just can't get enough. And here we have the meat. It's shredded, and we're ready to go. Now that the meat has been shredded, we diced up the tomato, and we also sliced up the onion, and it's time to go to the clay pot. Today I'm going to use one of my favorite pots. I'll show you here in a second. Make everything in this clay pot. If you never used one, it is a lot of fun. It's just a joy to cook in this thing. So let's get going. I've added some oil to this beautiful clay pot. We're going to add the onions and the tomatoes. And it should take about, just a few minutes to get this going. I'm starting to hear the sizzle here, so it won't be long. All right? Okay. All right, everybody. So we put the onions and the green tomatoes in, and we're sweating them out, and we're almost there. So we'll come back and show you what to do next. Okay, as you can see, the vegetables are ready, and we're going to take the oregano and just go in there. Also the cumin and the salt. And we're going to go ahead and give it a stir. All right? The vegetables have been seasoned, and they've been stir-fried. We're going to go ahead and bring in the chile. And we don't want to waste this, so we're going to get as much as we can. So there we go. We're going to give it a stir. Look how beautiful that is. And then remember, I told you, don't throw the juice from the meat away. We're going to go ahead and spoon some of that in. And there we go. We'll give it a stir. Let it boil a little bit, and we'll be back with you. Okay, we got 2 potatoes here that are diced, and over here you can see the broth is boiling. So we're gonna put these in for about 10-15 minutes while they softened. Once they are softened, we're gonna go ahead and introduce the meat to the dish. And as you can see, it looks like we need a little bit more juice in there. So we're gonna go ahead and add the rest of the juice in there. And there we go. So we'll be right back with you guys once we put in the meat. Okay? The potatoes have been there in the broth for about 10-15 minutes. They have softened, and now it's time to put in the meat. So here we go. And my star down there, he's picking up the leftovers. Here we go. We're going to incorporate the meat into the sauce with the potatoes. Here we go. Look how beautiful that is. And then to finish it off, We're gonna take some cilantro and just put it in there and mix it with the meat, just so that it gets the aromatics in there. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy.